I can't say enough about the team and their heart and their effort. Plus, you saw we didn't have many bench players that were able to get in there. So we went 5 for the whole game. So it was all heart on their part. So.
Kate's performance, one for history, I think. I don't even know if there's a word to describe how good she was tonight.
I think you're right. I think it's just her heart. I think it's hard along with her skills, but and leadership. You know, at one point there was a change, and we weren't real sure what we were going on defense. She called the defense out there and made sure that we were in our set. Not what I wanted, but she did call one anyway, so we were doing that. But yeah, she did a great job tonight.
Going into the delay mode there with about 6.5 left or so, tied game. Obviously had to with Kate's 4 fouls. How did you kind of break it to the girls, and how did they respond?
Well, I think they agreed that it was just too much time to be playing full speed, and we were tied. I mean, we just wanted to stay close at that point, and we're a pretty good free throw shooting team. So we felt that we could shorten the game a little bit. We would still be lucky if we had her, for the whole fourth quarter. And I thought the defense on Serena, we were able to keep them off the scoreboard.
Yeah, what was it? Did you change something there with Serena there?
I definitely did. You saw what she did to us in 2 games. I mean, that young lady is a heck of a player. And actually, I probably shouldn't tell you this, but we didn't even practice what we did tonight. I called a timeout, and I said, you two are going to guard her all the time. She was just, the way the game started, she was going to have another big game. And and Angela Mahoney did a super job on the front, and Grace on the back, and then when Ellers came inside, then we had to switch around. So it was a little bit of a chess match going on there, but I thought we finally, after 2 games, I said, actually before the game, we're only guarding 2 people tonight, Ellers and Serena, because they've hurt us so bad for 2 games, and we'll see, let the chips fall where they may with the others.
MOC Floyd Valley, I know your girls are kind of familiar with them, having played them at the state volleyball tournament, and it's a #1 team. You played a #1 team last year, so you'll be the underdog. What are you going to do going into there?
Well, I sent my son-in-law up there to scout. He's got a film. In fact, I told him to stay loose. If I called him at halftime, he could go home early. But we did get a scout up there. I know they got some seniors. They got their tall. It's we'll look at it tomorrow. I said one of the things they do real well is press. Well, you press Kate, you're going to we can do some damage. But hey, I'll look at it. The girls are going to enjoy tonight.
Yeah, definitely. Coach, congrats. Thanks a lot. Appreciate it.
Well, in the first half, I just wasn't hitting any shots while I made the first one, but then I just got cold. And then the second half, warming up, I just found my rhythm, and I continued that in the second half, and it just worked for me, I guess.
Did Coach Martinez, was he kind of telling you to keep shooting, or what was kind of the message from him?
Once I started hitting shots, he kept telling me to get in my spot and keep shooting because they weren't coming out to guard me.
How about late in that game when Coach kind of told you guys, pulled you aside, called that timeout, and said, hey, we're going to go into the stall mode, the delay mode? What was your guys' reaction to that?
We were fine with it. We practiced it all week. It definitely got tough a couple times when they started pressing, but we did it.
What's it mean to you to beat a team that you kind of, 2 games really weren't that close, that you lost to against Shenandoah this year? What's it mean to you to kind of step up in a big situation and get the victory here tonight against a rival?
It means a lot. They're a great team. They definitely beat us the last 2 times, and we just knew that we could do it, and we just had to believe in ourselves, and I knew I had to step it up big time for my team.
Have you ever seen a performance like the one Kate Walker put on tonight?
No. She's a true outstanding athlete. If it weren't for her, we probably wouldn't have a point guard, and it would definitely be way harder without her.
Maranda, congrats, and we'll see you on Saturday.
Thank you.
Yeah, they're obviously our biggest rivals, and they've took care of us the last 2 times we played them, so this was the best win I felt all year.
Down by 12 multiple times, just didn't, more times than not, didn't look like you guys were just going to be able to come back. I guess, what was the difference? How were you able to come back? How did it happen?
Yeah, at district time, you can't stop believing. Yesterday, what was it, Trainer and St. Albert, they were both down big leads, or they gave up big leads, and they came back, so any team can do it. We just had to believe in ourselves.
Maranda Gowdy stepped up huge. I think she had 10 points in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah.
Talk about her performance a bit.
The whole year we've known she can shoot. That's why she's playing, obviously, and today she really stepped up and sunk them.
How about Coach? Coach Martinez there telling you it was 46-46 that, hey, we're going to go into delay mode and stall mode. A lot of that probably had to do with your 4 fouls, but I guess what was your reaction to that?
I was telling Jerry this last year, I would not have been comfortable with that, but this year I have so much faith in the team that we can hold the ball for that long, and we did, so it worked.
Yeah. Beating Shenandoah, I guess Can you, in addition, in a regional semifinal, can you even put into words what it means?
There's no words to describe the win.
You mentioned that your game against Crescent maybe was a little better than this one, but with the stakes and stuff like that, I mean, where does this one kind of rank for you?
I don't know. Right now, it's the best feeling I've felt. So.
Obviously, you went to state last year, so that was a pretty good one
that
too.
Was a good feeling.
Look at that matchup there with the #1 team in the state. You're used to playing the #1 team. They played at Davenport Assumption last year, so I mean, I'm sure you saw Alexis Conaway at volleyball last year or this year.
We played them my sophomore year at state.
Oh, yeah, exactly. So you know them a little bit. Talk about that matchup a bit.
Yeah, obviously Alexis Conaway is a great athlete all around, so we're going to have to try to stop her, but I know she has others to complement her, so we just need to play a solid basketball game.
Okay, great job, and we'll see you Saturday, all right?
Thank you.